Welcome back to Kamal Kunj Home Academy, Encounter with Mathematics. In this session, we will solve some problems based on straight lines. So let us start first with the last question. Question is, find the centroid of triangle ABC whose vertices are given. Now we know that the coordinates of a centroid of a triangle is C is given by x equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3, and y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. These are the coordinates of the centroid. So here we have x1 equal to -1, x2 equal to 5, and x3 equal to 8. And here y1 equal to 0, y2 equal to -2, and y3 is equal to 2. Hence, coordinates are therefore x equal to x1 is -1 plus x2 is 5, x3 is 8 divided by 3. This is equal to 12 divided by 3 equal to 4. And y equal to y1 is 0, y2 is -2, so y3 is 2 upon 3. So this is equal to 3 equal to 0. Hence, centroid, therefore, centroid is suppose it is denoted by C, then x value is 4 and 0. So coordinates of centroid are 4 and 0. Now let us solve the next problem. Next problem is in what ratio the line x minus y minus 2 equal to 0 divide the line segment joining these points A and B. Points are A and B. A coordinates are 3, minus 1 and B 8 and 9. Let the required ratio be k is to 1. This is the point P. It divides then coordinates of P will be, suppose it is this is K and this is 1. So coordinates of P will be xy. So using section formula we get that is equal to m2 x2 plus mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Here m equal to k and n equal to 1. So this will equal to k x2 is equal to 8 plus n equal to 1 and x1 equal to 3 upon k plus 1 so equal to 8k plus 3 into upon k plus 1 and y will be equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Here m is k and y2 is 9 plus 1 into y1 is minus 1 on k plus 1 is equal to 9k minus 1 on k plus 1. So these are the coordinates of the point P. It divides the line segment AB. The ratio k is to 1. Now since this point, this line passes through this point, hence this is x and this is y. Now since line x minus y minus 2 equal to 0 passes through P, hence 8k plus 3 upon k plus 1 minus 9k minus 1 plus k plus 1 minus 2 equal to 0. This implies that 8k plus 3 minus 9k plus 1 minus twice k plus 1 equal to 0. This implies that 8k plus 3 minus 9k plus 1 minus twice k minus 2 equal to 0. That minus 3k plus 1 equal to 0. This implies that k is equal to 1 upon 3. So ratio is, therefore ratio is 1:3. Next question is, find the ratio in which the point let here point A is -5, -4 and B is -2 and 3. Let this point be P minus 3 and K. Let this point divides the line segment and the ratio K is to 1. Let the point P divides the line segment AB and the ratio K is to 1. Therefore, using section formula, we have coordinates of P x equal to mx2 plus mx1 from m plus n. Here m is k, x2 is here minus 2 plus n is 1, x1 is minus 5 from k plus 1. This will be equal to minus 2k minus 5 from k plus 1. And y will be equal to my2 plus y1 upon n plus n, which is equal to, here y2 is 3, so k into 3 plus n is 1 into y1 is minus 4 from k plus 1 equal to 3k minus 4 from k plus 1. Now here x will given minus 3, therefore we have therefore minus 2k minus 5 upon k plus 1 equal to minus 3. This implies that minus 2k minus 5 equal to minus 3 k plus 1 minus 2k minus 5 equal to minus 3k minus 3. This implies that k minus 2 equal to 0. This implies that k equal to 2. Therefore, y is equal to, hence, k minus 4 from k plus 1. 3 into 2 minus 4 from 2 plus 1. 2 upon 3. So value of k will be 2. So ratio will be, value of k is 2, so ratio will be, required ratio will be 2:1 and k equal to 2. To solve the next problem, find the coordinates of the points which divide the join of A and B in 3 equal parts. The points are A and B equal to -4 and 0, and B 0 and 6. Line segment AB joining A and B, and let P1 and P2 divide the line segment in 3 equal parts. So coordinates of, first we find the coordinates of P, then it will be 1, this will be 2, 1:2 ratio. Since P1 divides AB in the ratio 1:2, therefore coordinates of P1 are x equal to 1 into x2 is 0 plus 2 into -4 upon 1 plus 2 is equal to -8 upon 3. And y will be equal to 1 into y2 is here 6 plus 2 into y1 is 0 upon 1 plus 2 6 upon 3 equal to 2. Hence coordinates of P1 are -8 upon 3 and 2. Now let us find the coordinates of P2. if we consider point P2, then this will divide AB in 2:1 ratio. Divide P2 divides the AB in the ratio 2:1. P2 are x will be equal to 2 into x2. x2 is 0 plus 1 into x1 minus 4 upon 2 plus 1 is equal to 4/3. And y will be equal to 2 into y2 is here 6 plus 1 into y1 is 0 upon 2 plus 1 is equal to 12/3 to 4. So coordinates of P2 will be minus 4/3 and 4. So P1 of P2 are the points which divides 9 segment AB in 3 equal parts. Now we will stop here and continue further in the next session. Till then, goodbye and thanks for watching.